once we went up. Am I in love and tripping? Now I feel my body drifting. Baby girl, she got me lifted. Am I tripping? Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Jaws dropping when she walking, kind of thing that happen often. More than just a little. I be shooting down the city, black the latest gears. When she where you see that sun in the air. Fashion week all year, throwing money in the air. She's happy with my lady, other girls they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week. Shot is in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, then we went up. Am I in love or tripping? Now I feel my body drifting. Baby girl, she got me lifted. Am I tripping? She's so. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Take a breath, inhale, exhale, now breathe, baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Yeah. Inhale, exhale, let's take a breath and breathe, baby. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Excuse her while she.
Is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup should be interesting. The Patriots are top 10 in converting third down opportunities, and they'll be up against the Panthers defense looking to knock that conversion rate down. With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the two men who'll be calling tonight's game. So we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium, here in Foxborough. Tonight, we start week 11 of the NFL season with a good one here between the Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And that's the kind of start every team wants to have when they touch the football for the first time. Here at night especially, because all day long you've been around the hotel. Yeah, you've had meetings, you've had meals, but you've been chomping at the bit to play. And depending on the time of year you play a game, early in the season, you probably like night games. But as the season goes on, most guys like day games because they don't wait around all the time. So taking charge early in a night game is a very important factor.
And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They'll drop to throw, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I'm don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Stephon Gilmore gets better and better every year, continues to excel in pass coverage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
11 yards on the pickup, and it gives the Pats a first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Now T.J. Yeldon. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And this seemingly endless drive continues. He'll drop to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. The The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Brandon Marshall, no, not the wide receiver, a quality linebacker who can cover very well.
They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. 2 Patriots there to bring him down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll look to throw here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And Green with a catch left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. And it's 4th and 4. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Surveying the field. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. A beautiful fake. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down just shot. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fielded just inside the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Hurry up, here we go. They'll throw now on the final play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45. Never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man on the out route. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They're going to look to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's got time. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Yeldon, the lone running back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds Malcolm Mitchell here. It's a gain of 14 there, and it'll give the Patriots a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it again with Yeldon, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. On the right side, caught by Green. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And caught, right side, Green. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They got 29 yards there. And it'll be first down, Panthers. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Gun. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Their dangerous wide receiver hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. They'll look to throw. Finding time. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. So the Patriots coming out now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. A very solid gain of 27. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Green's got it over the middle. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And they're going to speed things up here.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Watch it now,
throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now back to throw. Going for a right side here, complete. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there, and now they're in the hurry-up. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an offset eye. So now it's 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Patriots get the football back. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Shreds the tackle. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go on the ground. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And the Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Time for a break. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. Now 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. He'll look to set up his blockers. Oh, look at the juke. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. He'll look to throw. 4th down.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Surveying the field. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Well, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And, Charles, you talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. That wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was a long-distance kick.
Brandon, it shows you the faith that this coaching staff has in their kicker. You're right. If this goes wrong, you're going to give up the ball near midfield. But that was an absolute rainmaker, and it's going to give them a late lead.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face, because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary. And
now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This a long one from 54. And this isn't going to get there. It's no good. Didn't get enough leg on it. Not what you'd expect from an NFL kicker. And it's going to be the final act of this ball game. And what a game. Again, another win for this unit.
And it's not even cookie cutter. We're seeing them win different ways each week. Confidence awfully high on this football team.
So for Carolina, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for New England, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.